Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Nedarim, page 27, which discusses a situation where the vow that a person makes actually does not apply. And it gives the following situation. You have an interest in inviting someone over to your house. You want to be able to have a meal and to dine with them. And they are not expressing so much interest. So therefore, you want to apply a little bit of extra pressure. And you make the following vow. You say that I am expecting that you're going to come to my home, and if you do not, then within a certain amount of time, let's say in the next 30 days, if you don't come to my house for any meals, then I am going to forbid all my possessions onto you. So even though he's not really doing it to be mean, on the contrary, he wants this person to come to his house, but he kind of wanted to cause this little bit more of an incentive so that this guy was saying, I better come to his house, otherwise there'll be a person that's going to make this vow against me. And it turns out that he had every intention of coming on the last day. But for whatever reason, an oinus, something beyond his control happened. For example, he got sick, or his child was sick, or, as the Talmud says, there was a river separating him and the person. Let's say maybe nowadays there was a massive traffic jam, so you just couldn't get to this person's house. And then the time elapsed. So the question is this considered to be a valid neder? And on this, the Talmud says no. And the reason, as is cited by the Ran, is because this person did not have intention that if this person really wanted to come, that he was going to end up forbidding him. Because he really wanted to come, it was just that there was something that prevented him from doing so. Then itself is enough of a reason to say, I didn't want the vow to be valid. So we see from here a couple important details. First of all, when it comes to something which is an oinus, we see that a valid excuse, sometimes you may not want to do something, and it says that I was sick or my child was sick. So according to the Talmud over here, these are actually valid excuses that a person could say, I really was hoping to come. However, I couldn't because I was tending to my child who wasn't feeling well. So in that situation, that's something which should be considered acceptable to the person on the other end, to say, I was really hoping that you would come, but your family does come first. So I respect that if your child isn't feeling well, that should be what you should be focusing your attention on. And in fact, maybe this is what the Talmud is alluding to, that if a person has a sick child and kind of just says, okay, he'll stay at home and I'm going to go and dine at someone's house, that's not proper parenting. Instead, certainly enjoy going to someone's home, go and enjoy the presence and the company of others, but not in the situation where you have a child that needs you. As a parent, it's important, of course, at certain times to think about ourselves, our own health, and our well-being, but certainly when it comes to a time in which our children are not feeling well, we must also be there for them.